Welcome guys to the finale of the Tiny Park Challenge, where we are going to be starting off with a few minute time lapse where I did a lot of terraforming because I wanted to make it look a little bit more interesting around this little tiny park that we created. And I just thought that having a big savanna or like open plains was kind of boring. So I decided to make a canyon sort of type thing. I don't really know. It's like a gigantic theme park version of Pride Rock from Lion King. I edited the terraforming work down to like 1 minute, but in reality it took me like 3.5 hours, but I don't want to make you guys watch that. I'd rather you guys just see the awesome result. And it kind of reminds me of like Breath of the Wild whenever you see just like the mountains and stuff in the background. It's kind of having like smooth like structures and whatnot. But just so you guys know, I'm going to be making a few videos after this finale. There's going to be 3 separate videos. There's going to be a video where we ride every single ride in this tiny park. A video where I just do like an overall tour where I just like kind of fly through it and show off everything and just like talk about it and whatnot. And then I'm going to make a video where it's going to be like 5 or 6 hours long, and it's going to be from the first person perspective of one of the guests, just walking around the park and exploring it, taking the ambience. And it's just going to kind of be like a chill video that's going to be really long, that if you want to act like you're going to the tiny park for a day, you can vicariously live through that video, I guess. But yeah, the first like 4 to 5 minutes of this video are time-lapse footage of me decorating, because I spent like 7 to 8 hours decorating in between episodes because there was just so much like finishing details I needed to add, and I didn't want to make the finale video like super duper long. So most of me just finishing this space station up in the air is put into this time-lapse, but it looks really cool by the end. I'm really happy with the way this thing turned out. I'm really happy with the way this whole entire tiny park turned out. Like, I did not expect it to end up being this cool. Like, I love my ultimate theme park just because of how large it is, but this tiny park is like extra special to me just because it feels a lot cooler, just because of how compact it is and just how stacked. It just feels a lot more surreal as like a theme park. And I went ahead and hired some new staff, and I like gave all the staff raises, and I gave them all job training so none of them would end up quitting on me, because I'm tired of the staff doing that, especially the vendors. I hate when the vendors quit on you. It annoys me so badly. But I really did go all out on the space station, as you can see from this time lapse. I decided to just make this thing look so awesome because I was just super excited that I'm finally finishing my first Planet Coaster series on YouTube, and I just wanted the finished product to be something I was super proud of. And there's also like tons of details that I added like off camera that I'm not showing in this time lapse that you're just gonna have to like wait until I do the park tour video to see, because there's just I did way too much, guys. But yeah, so I also went through and I counted how many total rides we have in this park because I was curious, because it's such a tiny park. And the total we have is 9 roller coasters, a river rapids, a haunted house dark ride, and 12 flat rides. If you add those all together, we have a combination of 23 rides in this tiny park. Now, I probably could have fit in more rides if I didn't focus as much on scenery, because I wanted the things to also look good. I could have like jammed more rides in if I was like just going for trying to shove as many rides into this park as possible. But I obviously didn't do that. I put in more work for the scenery than I did for lots of the rides. But it's chill. And also, I want to announce the next series I'm going to be doing for Planet Coaster on my YouTube channel. And that is going to be a Death Park series where I build a massive Death Park. Now, I've made like a video, like a one-off video where I showed off a Death Park I made. But after making that video, I came up with a lot more ideas. So I decided that I'm going to make like a series where I just create like different like death rides just for the fun of it. And it's just going to be kind of like a mini series. It's not going to be like the same as the Tiny Park series where I care as much about it. It's just going to be more so about just trolling and making trollish rides. But to compensate for that, I'm going to also be starting a Planet Zoo series alongside that, where I play the Planet Zoo campaign mode. So for those of you who are looking forward to Planet Zoo, that is officially going to be coming. I just wanted to finish the Tiny Park series before I started doing that. All right, and we're getting to the end of this time lapse. The space station is pretty much finished. As you saw, I also added some supports to the roller coaster we had at the very top of the park, and it made that coaster look so much cooler. And now let's go ahead and jump into some live commentary and finish up this theme park. Let's go. Wow, so this tiny park is really looking magnificent now. Like, the background just kind of fixes everything. Like, the park looked awesome, but now just having these like mesas and canyons in the background, It just really just like ties it all in together and makes it almost look like one of the wonders of the world. If this got built in real life, I feel like it probably would be considered one of the, how many wonders of the world are there? Like 12? Something, I don't know. I feel like they keep on adding them. Isn't Tesla one of the wonders of the world now too? I don't know. Anyway, so I closed down the park and had everybody GTFO because I just wanted to like clean the park up and get all of the guests out that have been here for a long time. So that way when we open the park back up, we'd have just like happier guests and guests with more money and stuff. Even though I think most of the rides and stuff here are free, I think there's still some stuff that costs money. So, dang. Okay, so we don't have that many things to do. Pretty much this episode is going to be dedicated towards just like doing tiny little details. And also, the park is still brought to you by Manscaped. We got to put some more Manscaped billboards up because Manscaped has actually been a very good sponsor for me, and you guys should definitely check out their products. More information to come. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go all the way underground and give names to the last few rides in our park that don't have names right now. Okay, so here's the ride that we built last episode, which is probably my favorite ride in the park. Dang, this finale is just like showcasing a lot, isn't it? Let's turn the lights off. This area looks awesome. It's really empty right now and quiet. It's kind of nice though. So we have this sawmill ride where you go through a forest, and the other half is a sawmill, which kind of like is a nod to deforestation and industrialization. Here's the sawmill side. Gotta give a name to this ride. And somebody suggested that we name it Sawmill Thrill, after the level in Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, which I am all for it, because I love that game, and that is honestly a great name for a roller coaster. So we have Sawmill Thrill. I gotta do a couple triggers on this ride, because right now these saws are not a trigger, and they could literally slice you in half. So let's go ahead and fix this. Okay, so we're gonna drag this all the way to the end. This coaster is actually really, really long. I can't believe I decorated it this intensely last episode, but I definitely think it was worth it, 100%. Okay, so this is gonna be the first one. And then we're gonna add a second trigger right here. So the first one's gonna connect to the first sawmill. The second one's gonna connect to the second sawmill. And then the behavior is, it's just going to play on the trigger. So we're actually gonna probably wanna drag these back a little bit. We want them to like pull out of the way, like right on time. Also, somebody was asking me in the comments how I was able to clip through the land with my camera. There's actually a setting. Oh my god, I just discovered a new button. So when you're in free look mode, I thought you could only go in 4 directions, and then you had to like use your camera, and then you had to like use your mouse to go up and down. I just found that if you press Q and E, you can move vertically. I've been playing this game for like over 1,000 hours and I never learned this. What? How am I still learning things about this game? This actually changes so much for me. This is going to make it even easier to use the camera. Holy crap. Okay, because I was trying to figure out the setting. If you go to your settings and go to your camera, I was trying to find the setting that allows you to clip through the terrain. And up here, if you go to camera and go all the way down to the bottom, there's this feature called no clip. If you turn that on, it allows your camera to go through the terrain, which makes it way easier to build things that are underground. If you didn't know that, now you know. When I found that out, it changed my life. So have fun with that. Let's go ahead and open the park. Let's go ahead and just start getting new people in here. Go ahead and start filling it back up with nice, fresh guests. It's going to be phenomenal. Let's go ahead. Actually, I can just do it from the park management button. Open Sesame. I actually never even named it. Sapphire City. There we go. I love the name of this theme park. And I also downloaded some music. I'm just going to go ahead and put it in here. I downloaded like a Vaporwave song that I can put at the entrance to kind of give the entrance of the park like a Vaporwave feel. Okay, let's go. Here it is. Vapor MP3. Is it loud enough? If I copy the speaker, the music's lined up amongst all of them, right? I hope so. It might not be lined up. I don't know. Dang, people are excited about this park. Okay, so I want to see what it's like when I go into a first-person view. Let's go inside Kendra right here. Hello, Kendra. She's like ducking out of the way. What are they trying to avoid? What are they all afraid of? They're all like ducking from something. Why? So this is what it's like being a guest. Oh, wait. I'm going to go to first person. Here we go. Well, okay, it's lagging a little bit. Okay, I think it's just like adjusting. All right, so this is what it's like. First person view in our park. It's a little bit crowded right now in the entrance. People are moving pretty slow, but we'll get spaced out. Where's Kendra gonna go? What's her first ride? I'm like really curious as to like what she's gonna go to. She gonna go to the launch tower? Or is she more of a coaster gal? There's already quite a few people in there. This is awesome. You can also like look around. So I'm literally gonna make like a 6-hour video where it's just like a first-person view from somebody's eyes. I don't know if I'll do commentary or not on that. I guess I could do a little bit of commentary, like very minimal. Oh, she's going to the launch tower. So yeah, the downside about the video is you will have to wait in lines, but that's gonna be cool. It's gonna be sort of like a, maybe I shouldn't even commentate it. It'd be cool just to have as like a really good video to go to bed to. You can just put it on and have somebody just like in exploring a theme park in the background. You can look at the land formations in the back. Make it so much better. I'm so happy that I put those there. Oh, it's just so cool to look up and just see the Ferris wheel at the very top, all these coasters. Okay, we're not gonna stay in this the whole time. This isn't the video. We're in first person view. Oh gosh, so many people are entering. The influx is crazy. People love this park so much. Okay, they'll get spaced out over time. So what else do we gotta do? We gotta go back underground. People had a great idea for this launch coaster. So people pointed out to me, I didn't even like notice this myself for some reason, but people pointed out to me that this coaster starts underground in an area that's like old-timey. It feels like you're in the past. And then the very top of the park is like futuristic. So this roller coaster, since it goes from underground up to the very, very top, it's like it's time traveling pretty much. And so because of that, we're gonna name this roller coaster Back to the Future, after that great movie with the dock. There's also a DeLorean in the game because Planet Coaster has actually done a product placement, not, I guess, a collaboration. I don't even know how to like phrase it, but I can just go ahead and show you. There's a content pack for Back to the Future, and in here, well, these are like all the pieces of the DeLorean. Do you have a blueprint for the DeLorean? We do. Okay, cool. So can we put like the DeLorean just like chilling in the station room? That would make this room. This would make the station so much cooler. Okay, oh my god, it's in here. Why is it not one piece? It's like all individual pieces. Can I not grab it and just turn it into one piece? Can I not like merge this into one scenery piece? Oh, I can. Okay. Merge into a scenery piece. And let's put it like at a angle, sort of. So it feels like you're the DeLorean about to blast off and go into the future. It's kind of what we're like mimicking right here. Wasn't there like fire coming out of the tires? It's probably best that we don't have fire coming out of the tires. Is this gonna look cool? You're gonna walk into the station. You're gonna see the DeLorean up here and flying. Then you're going to sit on the coaster. You're going to blast off, and then you're going to end up in the future, which is at the very top of the park because this coaster blasts all the way over to here. Speaking of though, I don't think green is a good color for it. Like that doesn't match Back to the Future or time traveling whatsoever. I honestly think just like doing more of like a white might look kind of cool. We don't have any white coasters in the park. And I think that looks a lot better going through the space station. Maybe I should do more of a gray. A little bit darker. It's almost like too bright. There we go. I think that works. This thing looks so scrangly over here. Should probably put like an extra support up here. Speaking of, let me go ahead and give you guys like a little bit of a tour of this top section real fast. Nobody's up here yet because it's so high. Because it's so high. Because it's so high. So yeah, we have some food. Hey, why is this poking through? All of these little pieces, you can never like, they're always intersecting somewhere. Look at this janitor, he's enjoying his job so much. Everyone doing okay? We have vendors for all the businesses? We do. Everything is all stocked up. So yeah, we're in here. If we go up to this next level, stop being selected. Let's get rid of the GUI. If we come up here, I've been trying to do like a decent amount of decoration on like the interior of all these queues. So this goes over to our like launch tower at the very top. And I want to say this once again, people were like, how come you have 2 launch towers? The reason is because they're both different models, so they're not even the exact same type of launch tower. And this launch tower is cooler because it's at the very top of the whole entire thing, so you're like so much higher. Look at the height difference between this one over here and this one up here. This one's just so much crazier. Why would you not want to ride this one if you're like a thrill seeker? Then I also love the line for the Ferris wheel. It's more outdoors, but it has a cool feel to it. It's a little bit of like a more cyberpunk feel. I mean, this whole entire thing feels very cyberpunk. That's why we're putting that Vaporwave music in it down there. Should probably put the Vaporwave music up here too. Ooh, I like the sound of that. One thing we're gonna have to do though is add lights to this upper section because I have not put lights in it yet, which I just want to go ahead and show you guys something real fast. This is another thing I spent a lot of time doing off camera, but it does a little bit of lighting to like the landform to make it look super cool during the nighttime, and I think you guys are about to be very excited. Ooh, this thing is looking so good. So I put like a bunch of lights underground to make it seem like there's like fiber optics throughout the ground around the park to make it seem like the whole entire thing is glowing. And it just makes the whole entire thing look so cool from a distance. Like, look at that. That looks so sick. It just makes the whole entire thing look a bit more distinguished during the nighttime. But yeah, we got to do some lighting up on the very top of the park because it is very dark up here right now. No one's going to even want to come up here in the first place because of how dark it is. But one thing I want to do real fast, like here's the first thing I want to do, is I want to put some of these really cool, like this isn't going to be to light up this area, but this is lighting related. Okay, so we have these animated lights, which are like spotlights, which have like a really low diffusion, so they go like really, really far. We can change the color of the light, and we can literally just make this seem like a cyberpunk, just like palace. If we put some of these colorful spotlights just twisting around everywhere. Okay, so there's the pink lights. Let's go ahead and add some of the cyan lights. Hopefully this looks as cool as I think it's going to. I hope it doesn't look cheesy at all. It shouldn't. We should be fine. Okay, that shouldn't be too many. Let's look from a distance. Oh, that looks so cool. It's like exactly what I wanted. Nice. This has such a cool vibe to it. Oh my gosh, that's so sick. We have to keep them like just at the very top because it makes them like stick out that much more. If we put them lower, it'd be too much. Having them at the very, very top is like where it's at. Okay, now let's put some actual lights up here because it is still very dark. Ooh, actually. Okay, so I'm going to put the lights behind the hexagons to make it look like the hexagons are the lights that are lighting up this area. I can do that because I said so. Okay, I'm all about that. Oh, people are coming up to this ride too. They finally made it to the very top. Oh, yes. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Okay, I'm also going to put like lights inside these to make it seem like these things are brighter than they really are, because these things don't actually transmit light outside of themselves. They're just kind of like light up themselves. So we put lights inside, it'll make them seem brighter than they really are, and they'll light up that room. And same with these, I think. Put a light behind it. Seems like those are actually meant to light up the walls. Otherwise, those don't do that much. I like the hot pink and blue vibes. Like, I don't know. I want a theme park that looks like this IRL now. We need like a cyberpunk theme park. Like that would be the coolest themed theme park in the whole entire world. Should we crowdfund this? Okay, I feel like this is enough light for this room. Yeah, it's pretty bright now. I don't know if I want to put lights like at the very top. I think it's almost cooler having it like being dark at the top during the nighttime. because there's enough like light leading up to it. Ooh, I have an idea though. This is something I did in my ultimate theme park that we could also do here. I have some special effects, good fire, pyrotechnics. Okay, I'm gonna add some flamethrower bursts right inside here. Yo, is that sick? Or is that sick? We have a couple more over here. Do I want to have multiple? Could I have, like, is that too, could I have too many? I feel like if I had like 2 more, it'd be fine. Especially because they're on the other side. I'll do like these 2, and this one will be like turned off. Every single one can't have fire. That'd be too much. Okay, that lights it up a little bit more. I'd say this tower up here definitely needs some light. This thing is too dark. Again, since there's some like lights up here already, we can just put some like lights inside the roof to make it look like, or roof, I don't know, and make it look like these lights that are up here are transmitting more light than what they actually do. Because I have those up there, because even though you can't see the bright lights, it seems like these lights right here are the ones that are like lighting it up a little bit. Whoa! Okay, and we gotta light up the center. I'm just gonna put these lights right here at the bottom. Okay. So that tower's looking pretty cool. Oh, I still need to light up this thing as well. This big like overhang that I built so we could have some supports for the Stratus Surfer. Is that what I named it? Stratus Surfer. That's a good name. What was the name of this right though? Oh yeah, that's Soaring Flying. I feel like somebody had a better name for that than Soaring Flying. Can't remember. But yeah, we need some lights on this thing. This thing is too dark too. Ooh. I'm liking the emergency lights a lot. These. Oh, cool. Let's get out of like a lot of movement up here. Where else could I put an emergency light? Maybe like right here in the center of this. It makes like a little emergency sound when you place it. So cute. I like placing at the end of these circular things. It looks really cool. Alright, we got most of this lit up here. Alright, we've got most of this lit up. Like, I could put a few more lights, but I think it's almost better to not have every single square inch of it lit up. Like, sometimes having some dark spots is nice for the contrast. I think it might be. Oh my gosh, I should use that, like, new key that I found earlier. What was it? Oh my gosh. I'm able to look up and down. Oh, this is so cool. It goes so far down. Oh my god, we're still going down. This is such a cool view. Jesus. I should make like a vertical park, like a park that goes even further up. Because I could actually, honestly, okay, so like right now I am in scenario editor mode. That was how I edited like all of the canyon and stuff outside of the park boundaries. And I don't know why, but for some reason there was a really low vertical limit for our building. But now I can build a lot higher than that. So let's see real fast. I just want to see how much higher we can go. Okay, okay, quite a bit, quite a bit. Holy shit. What? That's not vertical, is it? No, it's not. No. What? That's literally insane. I can't believe you can build so high. And you can even go higher. Like, that's not even the highest it can go. How much higher can it go? Like, what's the limit? What? What the actual heck? Are you kidding me? What? This is insane. This is literally insane. The fact that you can go that high with the rides? No way. What the heck, dude? How in the world can you put rides up that high? What if we try to make like the tallest theme park ever? Oh my god, I could make such a tall roller coaster. My mind is blown. Okay, that was dangerous for me to just learn about. I feel like for now we should act like I didn't just realize that was a possibility, just for the sake of an end. Okay, something else I want to do. So inside our haunted house, which, how busy is it? Is it open? Oh, it's still in test mode. I was gonna say. Oh, I hear that Vaporwave music. It's kind of weird to hear out here, but it's still really chill. Okay, I need to fix this. This roof is bothering me. It's a really easy fix. I'm just gonna grab both of these, split from building, and I'm gonna raise them up by just like an inch. That way they're not glitching through each other anymore. Do it anywhere else? Any other glitchy areas? Oh, I found some more glitchy areas. Nope, not in this house. Okay, so this haunted house for the most part is decorated. It's like at 99% there. I need to put something in here, which I actually favorited an item. Okay, it's the rotating eye. So it can be just like we're in freaking Mario 64, having a floating rotating eyeball. Doesn't go in a full 360 degrees apparently, so I'm gonna make it so it like looks at you as you're coming in. Okay, that's like perfect. Alright, the only way to kill it is to run around it really, really fast. That's kind of creepy. It's a nice little ending. But yeah, I did a lot of stuff in this haunted house. My favorite is the room made out of skulls. Just really optimistic. That'd be a good desktop wallpaper here, in case you want to make this your desktop wallpaper. There you go. Just go ahead and get a screenshot of that real fast. That looks fantastic for all of you angsty teenagers out there. Jeez, this room is something else. Hey, what are you doing right here? Get out of the camera. Gotta make sure the fireplates are hidden. What else is happening around here? Everything else on this ride is looking pretty good, I think, though. I'm pretty sure we're set. Wow, we already have 3,000 guests in this park? Are you kidding me? Our park rating's at 3,800. Surprised it's not higher. Okay, if we go back all the way to the bottom floor, we still have to finish decorating one more ride that's not quite there yet, and that is the River Rapids ride. I did a little bit of work off camera, mostly related to just like kind of putting some walls and like rocks in place. But we pretty much just gotta add something to this because right now it is very super duper boring. Honestly, it's not that bad. It's not gonna take that many scenery pieces to finish this up because it's already a kind of like cool environment since we're like in a cave. Just gotta add some stuff to the cave. So let's go ahead and start doing that. Okay, so starting on this beginning section, I think it'd be really cool if on this side we had like a boulder that like ran alongside the river and then hit like a button that activated something. Kind of have like a Rube Goldberg machine but with like some ancient traps. Something like you would see in the Goonies. I used to love that movie and I used to think it was so cool how they had just like crazy traps that could possibly kill them. So I'm going to try to create something a little bit along the lines of that. So I want there to be lots of booby traps as you're like coming through here. So we have this ancient rolling ball. Okay, so this is looking pretty good. It's like a nice little booby trap. So this is going to go down. I'm going to put a button right here. I need to find something to use as a button. And as soon as it hits, these are going to close. And it's going to seem like it barely misses you. Okay, I'm going to use this gemstone as the button. So as soon as it hits the gemstone button, that's what causes this to close. It's brilliant, brilliant, brilliant! I can probably pull this back a little bit so you can see a bit more of the log popping out right there. Nice. Is that a wooden log holding this up or is that a color? Can I change the colors? It's so hard to like click on stuff in these like tight environments. Okay, here we go. Let's change that color. Trying to go for more of that gray tone. Alright, it's not too bad. We still have to add the triggers, but that's a start. Ooh, that's This is even better. Forget that little crystal gem as being our button. This is like an actual button type thing. And this like seems fancy. Okay, check it out. So now it seems like it's pressing a button. This is like a button piece. I have to time it all out with triggers, but that's gonna look really cool once it's timed out. Okay, so we have these cogs of spinning this. I'm also gonna have like a door that opens up right here. The more moving pieces, the better. All right, so I added some more traps. So the water is causing this wheel to spin, which is making all these traps work. So we have some spikes, we got some doors. That's not really a trap. We have a swinging scythe, which they seem to have barely, oh no, I think they just died. Oops. And then it seems like they're gonna be about to get hit by these logs, but then they're going to plunge into the depths, where we're gonna put a snake pit because we're assholes. Let's do that. Ooh, or alligators. Maybe alligators. Is this too scary for down here? Nah, nothing's too scary for these guests. They're ready for anything. Oh my god. What if we just left it with just the eyes and that's all you could see? That's so scary. No. That's really cool though. Alright, look at all these eyes now. Got a lot more little crocs in here. Let's go ahead and light it up. There we go. This feels really cool. Alright, let's put some torches in here. We need to get torches like throughout this whole entire thing. I don't think I have any lights amongst this whole entire ride. I don't want to have hardly like any torches in this room though. I really do want you to be able to just like kind of see the eyeballs. Just like looking around. Okay, I think that's perfect. So you can sort of see that one right there and the ones in the background. Okay, what can be past this? We've done like tons of booby traps. We've done crocodiles. What can we possibly do to these people next? Okay, so I think when you make it to the very bottom of the whole entire thing, you should just have like a treasure room. Like you found the treasure and it should seem like you're climbing a pile of treasure. So we should have just like tons of jewels and treasure chests down here and stuff. This might take me a second to make a literal mountain of treasure, but I think it'll be worth it. So I'm going to go ahead and do it. Alright, so now when you come into the treasure room, you will now see all of these treasures just like chilling, you know. This is what you have won for making it past all of the traps alive. If you've made it this far, good freaking game. You deserve to be rich because your chances of dying were very, very high coming down here. Let me tell you, the statistics are crazy. You would not believe them. I don't have them with me right now, but if I did and I read them to you, you would be shocked how far you made it. So I'm proud of you. That's what I'm trying to get at right now. All right, then at the very top of this lift, we have the entrance to the cave right over here. Which I'm not even sure if to be able to see it from where they are. Can we select multiple rocks and lower them so you can see the cave? So you can see the lake? I guess not very well. I guess it's not that important. Yeah, that works. Okay, it's like an underground pond. I'm not gonna do anything special back there. I'll just put like a light. Maybe I'll do something special. I'll leave it as an Easter egg. I'm actually going to, whenever this episode is up, if you guys want to actually just load the park up yourself and play through it, I'll put a link down in the description to where you can download it in the Steam Workshop. You can go down there, download it, and play it on your own Planet Coaster game and your own computer and ride all this stuff for yourself and explore to your heart's content. And if you want to change anything or add anything or whatnot, feel free. It's all yours after this episode. But yeah, I will have lots of Easter eggs hidden throughout the park. So if you want to go and explore all the stuff that I didn't show off, you are free to do that. All right, so I'm not quite in the mood to finish up this very last passageway for this video, but it will be finished on the video where we ride all the rides and do the park tour and everything. So to see what this final passageway looks like, you'll have to watch those videos. What a freaking cliffhanger. But I can't believe this park has pretty much gotten to a point of completion. Like, this is insane. I will probably work on it for like another hour before I record the park tour video, just because I'm pretty OCD about things, but I think as far as this final episode goes, I think we have pretty much reached the end, which is crazy to think about. I'm happy that it's finished because it means I get to work on other Planet Coaster projects, put more time into the ultimate theme park, start building my death park. I get to start playing Planet Zoo now. But this thing turned out just freaking beautiful. Like, I'm just in love with it. And I cannot wait to put up the videos touring it because there's just so much in this park. It's just so compact. The lighting, oh, I just love how much the lighting adds on to this park. Like, I think this park really shows off how cool the lighting can be. Oh my gosh, look at that up there with the moonlight. Oh my gosh. Okay, we have to ride this ride before we end this final episode. All right, here we go. What was that? We went through something. I'll have that fixed. I haven't ridden this since I've added the supports, so this is actually awesome. Man, I love this ride. Wow. It's such an adventure up here. Jesus. Okay, that was sick. And then the terrain in the background made it even more sick. But yeah, there's like something in the tunnel. What the heck? All right. And with that, I believe we are finished with the tiny park. It is such a beautiful sight. If you watched through this whole entire series, thank you so much. This was such an awesome journey. I'm glad that we got to build such an awesome theme park together. It's crazy watching this go from being absolutely nothing into what it is during this finale. If you want to see more Planet Coaster projects from me, I have a series called Let's Build the Ultimate Theme Park, which is similar to this, but on a much grander scale. I built a huge theme park. It's a little bit different from this series, but it's fun nonetheless. So I would recommend for you to check it out. And stay tuned for more series similar to this, because this will not be my last Planet Coaster challenge. At least I hope not. Unless I die, it probably shouldn't be. Anyways, you guys are awesome. I love you all so much. Thank you for watching. Make sure you're subscribed so you get to see more content. And I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.